Well, I suppose you'd like to take a walk, wouldn't you now? Whoops, make sure the door's unlocked so I can get back in. All right, I'm with you, let's go. Oh. Looks like I got my snow tires on just in time. Sorry. Keeping up with you there, Ted. I'm with you. I'm with you. Others. I'll meet you at the bridge, man. What you looking at? This is where Ted did battle the other day. So I think he's checking to see if it's still around anymore. So there was a raccoon down here. And apparently it decided to cross across the river for some reason. And Ted ran down from the house and he went down and he did battle with the raccoon in the middle of the river. And then later he came up the hill here and the raccoon was hiding behind the tree. So that's what Ted's looking for. All right, ready to go up the hill? Come on, let's go. So yeah, that was our bit of excitement for the other night. And then we saw the raccoon the next day. And it was pretty messed up. I think it got hit by a car or attacked by an animal or something. I don't know. And it definitely wasn't Ted that did the attacking, because this raccoon was, I would say, at least 1.5 times Ted's size. So like he went after it, but he wasn't like, they weren't doing battle with each other. They were just, there was a lot of yelling going back and forth. There was a lot of roar and barking. To tell you the truth, I'm more scared of the raccoon because noises raccoons make when they're yelling back, that's pretty scary. And raccoons, unlike most animals I've come across, they tend not to be on the retreating side. Like if you go up against a raccoon, even a non-rabid one, they'll hold their ground, and like they'll put up a fight with the human. They don't care. Raccoons do not give a crap. So, yeah, it's not unusual to see one that's holding its ground. I hear a lot of people, oh, it must be rabid if it's just staying there. No. No, raccoons are not like other creatures in the forest. They absolutely don't care about you. You know, they'll move along when they're ready, but until that, nope. We're on our way to Yorkie Mountain. Figured we'd bring you along with us. Thought I saw a couple of trees down from over in the house area. Not sure though, it might just be because they're might be just because they're covered in snow and they look different. I think that's probably what the deal is. Yeah. Yeah, I think these were down before. I just didn't notice them from the house. Well, I know this one was down before. Yeah, that's it. They just look different because of the fresh snow. Oh, that one's new. So, not all of them are new. All right, Ted, what do you got, buddy? Checking all of his haunts. He just wanted to get up here. Anything in there? No. First snow of the year, for some reason, it feels really cold. I mean, we had like another snow just before this. So this isn't technically really the first snow of the year, but this is going to be the first snow in actual, what I would consider winter. We're in December now, so this is when I would expect us to actually already kind of have snow at this point. Right, Ted? So this is what we do during lunchtime. We get out and Ted checks out all his old haunts. Hopefully without falling down the cliff. In case you're wondering, yeah, all these rocks that you're seeing, this was from an old farmer's stone wall, probably, I don't know, at least 100 years ago. So I guess that was to keep their cows or whatever from taking a potentially huge dive all the way down to the water. And this stone here, that's too straight and too even. So I've never messed with it because I figure that's a grade marker for something or someone. And hopefully, I mean, this embankment's been eroding over the years. This has come over a bit. The river moves around a lot, so hopefully we don't find out that that's the farmer one day down the line. Well, I guess he won't mind. All right, that's it for me. You good, Ted? I think he's good. All right, so this is where I'm going to start the video. So if you look in the upper left-hand side, in a couple of seconds, you're going to see like a bit of a moving shadow there. It's right next to the tree in the far left-hand side. Just a little tiny mark. I'll probably zoom in on this just so you can see it a little bit better. Sadly, my security camera, that's just outside of the realm where the infrared will catch stuff. But that's the raccoon. So the raccoon had apparently come up from the right-hand side and then came over by that tree. And he was hanging out in front of the tree, headed toward the house. And then here comes our savior. So I think he smelled it. I don't think he necessarily saw it, but he knew what was going on out there. So I think at this point he was probably barking a couple of times. Shot out because I think he saw it there. And then I don't know what this plan was here. I don't know if this was a retreat or to circle around and just figure out what he had going on there. I don't know, because he headed off in a completely opposite direction. I'm not quite sure what his plan was here. Maybe he was going to try and go around the other side of the fence. But as you can see, he disappears for a couple of seconds there. And then he's like hanging out in the shadows, probably reevaluating, trying to figure out exactly what that thing is there. And then he just decides that he's going to go for it, and he goes right after the thing. Now, I know they went around the tree at least twice, and then after that, they head down by the river because Ted's going to chase it. He's going to chase it back, I guess. I think that's his idea, is to send it back in the forest from whence it came. So, I mean, we heard Ted outside barking. We didn't see this video because we were watching Netflix or something. And so we knew something was going on, but we just kind of figured he was barking and nothing out of the ordinary. Until he came back to the house, and when he came back to the house, he was drenched up to his neck because apparently he and the raccoon had gotten into it in the middle of the river. So that's probably not a great idea, because I think that's a good way to get yourself drowned if you're a dog about the size of Ted. And yeah, so that's about where this story ends. He eventually did come back, but you can see he spent some time down there. So I'm glad he was able to get away from that thing, because I think in that amount of time the raccoon probably could have drowned him. So, and there's Ted coming back. So yeah, dodged another bullet.